Shady. Normally I don't do these types of videos, but this is a special occasion. So I recently hit the 1,000 subscriber mark and I decided to make a little video kind of to thank all of you, especially those who have been there from the very beginning. There are those that are still leaving comments till this day for years and years and years on end, and I cannot thank you enough. Of course, special thanks to my patrons, channel members, of course, every single one of you who got a copy of my book as well. It has been a lot of work throughout the years and I cannot thank you enough. So even before I started this channel, there was a bit of challenges because this is not what I normally do. And as you can see, I have learned quite a bit doing this. I got my black belt, I got to learn a new language, I traveled, I lived in Japan for a bit. So all of it just seems surreal looking back now. But before doing all of this, I had a completely different life. I was an architect. I had devoted my entire life to architecture. Sure, I would train martial arts in the evening, but my life was architecture ever since I graduated high school. And shortly before the pandemic, I had lost my job and I was still going to school. I was aiming for my 3rd degree in architecture and I had a great job. I didn't really love it, but it was a great job nonetheless. And I would finish and just immediately go to Judo or to class because at the time I was going to class at night. But I couldn't get another one and there was some issues with elections here, and so just going from job to job was just not feasible at the time. And after that, just a few months later, the pandemic hit, but I had already started making videos at the time, and of course it was very slow, it was tedious, it was just a lot of work for no likes or no subscribers. Of course, that's very normal when you start a channel, but you know, looking back, it was very frustrating. I remember also the difficulty was not from the numbers on the screen, but mostly I think from my personal circle. You see, when I first started telling friends and family that I wanted to do this and I was adamant on doing it, of course you're gonna be met with a lot of resistance, especially from your close family. It's not so much resistance, rather than it's a form of care, because you know, saying things like you have 3 architecture degrees, you spent how many years now studying, and now what are you doing? It was it was something that seemed very irrational, and of course, you know, looking back with nothing and taking such a leap, it was very much a risk, but I'm happy how things worked out. I'm very happy I decided to take the plunge. And you know, it's hard when everyone around you is telling you no, no, no. But I persisted, and I'm very glad I did so. And of course, without all of you, that would not have been very possible. Of course, I wanna thank as well, special thanks actually, to Fluid Judo Japan. When I went to Japan, he took me in, made sure I understood the system, took me to training. We went to Tokyo together to watch the All Japan. He coached me rigorously to get my Shiai done. The training was brutal, and I'm very thankful for all of it. He treated me like a younger brother, and I cannot be thankful enough to him. So if you're watching, thank you a lot. Of course, another special thanks is to everyone who accepted to make an appearance on my channel, because that helped me quite a bit. And you know, just to see them say yes, let's do it, even though I was maybe 2,000-4,000 subscribers, it just made me so happy at the time. I remember I remember the first one was, of course, Robert Drysdale. Then later on came so many greats like Satoshi Ishii, Neil Adams, uh, just so many other people, Dr. Roddy Ferguson. The list is endless. And of course, thanks to all of them for accepting to do this and making an appearance on my channel and sharing so much of their knowledge. And it's just, you know, looking back, it just seems surreal. It's like a completely new, different life. And of course, learning a new language, going through the old books, getting the first one out. The whole thing is just so incredible. It takes a lot of hard work, but it's very rewarding. The ikigai, or the sense of purpose, so to speak, is just overwhelming, and I'm very, very, very happy and very thankful to all of you. So, you know, it's my first heart-to-heart type video. I don't have this usual setup. If I'm talking to a camera, it's usually because I'm speaking with someone, interviewing them, asking questions. But, you know, this is talking about myself, and the channel's about judo, not about me. Yes, it's titled Shady, but I had no idea what to call it. Even before, I thought about maybe call it basically just judo, because I was putting out a lot of videos of old footage doing newaza and people commenting BJJ, basically just judo. So I was like, maybe I should call it basically just judo, which is a very fitting name for the channel, but Shady is just rings like a little bell. I don't know. So I cannot thank you enough. This has been a wild journey, and I have some stuff for the future. Things like studio type interviews. There's a lot of good, knowledgeable people in France that can share. I recently met a few, and I'm gonna keep working on it to have them in a studio. The Federation itself has a great studio with microphones and everything. All you have to do is just take an appointment, rent it, it's done. So that can be a good thing. Also, the quality of the videos, maybe see how I can animate more when talking about history, and, you know, make things just visually more fun. There's always work to be done, of course, not just content-wise, but also on the mats. Still have a lot to learn regarding judo, but everyone will say this, even the red belts. So I don't know what else to say except thank you. You know, the feeling of gratitude is an amazing feeling, and knowing that, you know, you put in all the hard work and it paid off, whether to get your black belt, just getting your first 1,000 subscribers, that alone was very difficult. And, you know, now we are here with the silver play button. I'm very, very happy. So thank you all. Please like this video. I don't normally ask this, but please help. If you can help my channel in the easiest way possible, is to simply hit like. Also check out the links below also as well if you're interested. And if you have anything to add, let me know down below. This was Shady, and thank you for listening.